Loki? The hell's he banning this shit and playing Loki? You got Shadow Steel. Yeah, but he needed the anti-heal. Because I had, why can't I remember names, dude? I had Bancrofts, I had Typhons, and I had Polys, so he just didn't want me healing. It's gonna be a rough game. Alright. Definitely want Bancrofts. Yeah, Vixer, you asked for it, man. I said I would do it. I don't really care about losing the MMR. What do you mean I'm dead late game? I got a second life. Am I gonna die twice? Come on, bro. I got this shit. I definitely don't, but who knows, man. If he doesn't invade, that's surprising. Doesn't look like he is. Alright, he didn't invade. Let's see. Do I go ability based or do I go auto attack based? Because I feel like he's just like he should fight me because I'm literally Khepri, but he probably won't. So I kind of want to go auto attack based. All right, he did both buffs. Let me just get these. I eat mana. Rule of thumb: if 60% isn't enough, you build more power. That's what Sam. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's their opinion. That's also PC versus console. So it's like, while it's the same game, I feel like a lot of people play differently. A lot of people have different mindsets. I mean, like, you can be bad and still have an opinion about something. It doesn't matter if you're bad. Like, because here's the thing, like, it also depends on how you apply things. So like if he wanted he just wanted 100% anti-heal, and he wanted to apply it with his auto attacks because he only really used his abilities on me to like keep me away from him. He was mostly just auto attacking me the entire time. So he wanted something that he could apply with his autos. 60% was definitely really annoying for me, but I was a Morgan where I could just invis and walk away if I really needed to. Yeah. It's fine. I want to grab this guy, but he'll just kill me. Also, like, I don't know. I personally don't like Sam, to be honest. I've watched him since like season 2, and I stopped watching. Well, yeah, I watched him season 2. I stopped watching him when it got to, I think, season 5, because he's just an interesting person. He's good if you want to learn Duel, and if you want to watch interesting Duel games. I just personally don't like him. But Rexy's a good resource. But yeah, like 60% will usually be enough too. But if you can effectively build an item that will help, that gives you more, it's good. Because in a lot of those fights, we were getting out like very low HP. So if he got a lucky crit on that crit item, it definitely would have like changed the course of the fight. Because all he needed was like 1 or 2 lucky crits. This guy needs to die already. This is ult. No, let's go. Oh, don't kill me. I thought those minions were gonna kill me for a second there. Alright, I don't have shell, but I do have ult. You might just come running for this. Alright. We should honestly just get breastplate. But yeah, well, technically I'm not on console. Like, I'm on PC, but using a controller. So I played this game since Season 2 to, like, I think, like, Season 6 on console. And then I got a PC, and I was like, I don't really feel like learning keyboard and mouse, so I just plugged my controller into my PC. Just because I don't feel like learning a whole new, like, set of keys. Because, like, I would try, and then I would just suck, and still have the same MMR. So I would just be getting absolutely clapped. I remember the first game I queued a Conquest game in Season 6 on PC. I went up against, what's his name? Cope Baby in solo lane. But I'm just learning the role on my account, and I just got absolutely destroyed. Like a literal pro / semi-pro in my first game, so I was like, screw it. I'm just going back to playing with my controller. Not that Khepri achievement. I don't know if Cope still competes. I can't remember. I know he started off as like Weekend's friend, I think. I think he started off on Weekend's team. I don't know if he's still in like the minor league or the equivalent. I don't know why he's spam laughing. I'm playing Khepri, brother. I thought he was actually gonna auto attack me. I think he knows he's gonna win this game eventually because I'm playing Khepri. So he's just doing that to annoy me, but I'm sitting here on cloud 9, dude. This MMR does not matter. I feel you. This might, to be honest with you, since I've played Smite for so long, this is the biggest the player base has probably been. It still doesn't feel that great. The one problem Smite has always had since the beginning is like matchmaking. And also teaching new players how to play the game. The new player experience is absolute trash in this game. Especially like you're forced to play with bots. So like some people might look at the bots and be like, is that how, I don't know why I ulted. Is that how I'm supposed to play that role? Like if I want to try it in the future? And the bots just like, bots are just programmed really poorly. Like they'll always wait for wave or they'll always just run at you. If they get low health, no matter how low you are, they'll just run away. Just like, the tutorials are just not good. The bots are not well programmed. Like, auto build is definitely getting better compared to what it used to be. And like auto buy, but it's still pretty bad. He's getting Titan's Bane. Interesting. That's not an item I would buy. It's also like about 10 years into Smite's life cycle, and it's still this small. So I feel like a lot of people who have played Smite already know what it is and already know they don't want to play it. So you never know if it's gonna get better. Yeah, I don't think it'll grow either. Jeff can't enjoy Joust even at level 160 and Diamond ranks. Still get paired with the first. Yeah, matchmaking is just absolutely terrible. Because the way they design matchmaking is, for casuals, they said it's based on level accounts. Like, if you're within 1 to 30, you get grouped together usually. Then if you're within, I think it was like 30 to 70 was the next tier, usually get grouped. And then after that, it's like anyone within those levels gets grouped together. But it does not feel that way. Okay, proc my ult. Oh, I missed my dash, but he's still dead. I just need to get these minions under his tower. He's just respawning way too fast. Yeah, the game needs a lot of work. I remember back when God, what the hell is this game called? The tactical shooter. Where they did like Project Health. I forget what it's called. Smite needed one of those as well. Like they absolutely need like a Project Health to just improve the game. But I don't think they'll ever actually do that. Like, another problem with Smite in general is like, I'm not knowledgeable in terms of coding, but the way they code their game, from what I've heard, is that it's just one big like pile of code. It's just one mess. Like that's why whenever they try and put something in, it just completely fucks up everything else. Everyone just calls this game like just a pile of spaghetti code. Like if everything needs to be like taken apart and remade, but that costs a lot of money and they're probably not going to do it. Because they probably didn't expect much out of this game when they were first developing it. I also think this game is like for the Smite team, it's probably like where they expect to see themselves still at in 5 years. But this game probably isn't Hi-Rez's future. They're probably just using it to fund other projects. At least that's what it feels like. Like, I don't think Smite's gonna be like Hi-Rez's main product within like 5 to 10 years, if the company survives that long. I honestly never know what's gonna happen. And it's interesting too, a lot of people who prove to have talent when they come to Smite usually end up going off to like technically bigger and better things. Like, I don't know how long you've been playing Smite. If you remember, like some casters have absolutely gone off and done bigger and better things. There's F. Dot who tried to renegotiate his contract for more money. They said no. He got let go. Now he's casting for Rocket League for, I assume, a bigger paycheck. There are people who, like La Tigress, who came into Smite for the show The Caster. She got she got first place. John Finch got second place. And I think she was on Paladins for a little while, and now she's doing stuff for League, or she was doing stuff for League. I don't think she was casting for League, but she was doing like their desk segments. So she made it to a much bigger like place. They just used Smite as a stepping stone. This man got Unseelie. Probably gonna stop my back with his decoy. Yeah. What a weirdo. So like, Smite's in a really awkward place as a whole. They don't have the resources, and they don't want to put the work into making the game fundamentally better at its base. They really like using the proceeds from it to work on other projects. No one really sees this company as like, you know, their end goal. This is where I want to work to, you know, until I retire. Played League once it was pure pain. Yeah, I feel you. I would play League every now and then with friends. Like, I would play ARAM and maybe a little bit of top, but that's about it. He's just gonna run away. Oh damn, I thought that would hit him. I know he went this way. Oh damn. He was kind of just standing around me the entire time. Can't hear him. So annoying. Yeah, well, you see the problem is like people have been saying that for so long, and like I've heard the argument a million times where it's like, yeah, they're too focused on skins, they're marketing for skins and making money. But like the art department is killing it. Like everyone's job in the art department is to make the models, make cool skins that then conform to the models as best they can. Finding like good voice actors that aren't in union. So that's much harder. So the art department's already covered. They're doing their job amazingly. The problem is like the leadership. It's absolutely the leadership. Leadership decides where the resources go. They decide like what the company's direction is. And they also have to make money at the end of the day, so they're always going to worry about making money as first priority. Every problem in a company starts at the top. A lot of problems with like massive companies or brands is that Like, especially like nowadays, like the top just doesn't understand what the consumer wants. That's why you see a lot of game companies that just put out terrible products because they don't truly understand their base. Got him. With Hi-Rez, it is kind of hard to say. I think Stu is the CEO. Can't remember if that recently changed or not. Like, I also don't feel like there's just one bad egg in Smite. It might be multiple. Because there have been some people over the years that had controversy. He wasn't a caster, but he was part of I think the community portion of Hi-Rez. I forget his name. It was Hi-Rez something. I can't remember what his name is. But he had something to do with. I have to be very careful with what I'm saying. I can't really remember it, but he had some allegation of, I think, sexual nature. I can't remember specifically what it was about. So like, but that can happen in any company. And he was just part of the community page. He wasn't like leading anything. He's just kind of a guy that showed up like every now and then on those segments and like patch notes. This guy's just gonna run away. I guess so. So like there's definitely not one bad egg. There's like mediocre people everywhere. That might just be GG. Wow. See, Vixer, I told you, man. I told you it's just that easy. Yeah. I think the owner just doesn't care. Smite is the best MOBA, but they don't treat it themselves as such, so nobody else does. I agree with you there, because like, Smite is very unique in the sense that it's a third-person MOBA. Like, people who play top-down MOBAs, like, they love real-time strategy games. They love the gameplay. They probably played Warcraft 3 when Dota was a game mode of Warcraft 3. So like they're kind of set in their ways. No one remembers the thing that I just recently mentioned about a community guy. I don't think anyone actually remembers or even knows that. The problem with Smite, yeah, that was just a very small thing that I'm a negative person, so I tend to remember negative shit. But like I think where people got I think where Smite got its bad reputation was that servers are terrible. They go down way too often, especially on weekends. The gameplay is very buggy every patch, no matter what. This game has terrible patch days where the servers are just down half the day. New gods are either very broken or very weak on release. It's very rare to find a god that is just good. There are no issues, especially with like power creep, because the way they have to design gods now is like, okay, we already have a lot of base simple kits. How do we make this interesting? Just put CC in every ability. So there's that. When people, okay, so one of the main problems is Smite has paid content creators to play this game before to show like different audiences. Smite paid Tyler1 to play this game for a couple hours, and he had like 20k viewers playing this game. The problem with Smite is that everybody made a Smurf and just sniped him until he could not play the game. So the community is very toxic to new people because they want to play in their small pond. Like they want to keep playing their game. They don't want new people to come in, cry, and change it. So there's that problem. Just not open, laggy, buggy, lackluster releases on both sides. It's very hard to get into this game if you don't like automatically just love the gameplay and accept that it will eventually be fixed. Like if you just want to come into a free game, you want to take like max a couple hours to learn it and just have fun. One, you're probably not a MOBA player, and two, you're definitely not a Smite player.